Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you are welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I want to welcome all those that are new and have clicked today and tell them this is home. This is home. Subscribe so that you get to know us as we get to know you guys. Now, the returning ones, you are my gang. You work with me and you have never left us. Continue working with us even as we continue showing you interesting videos. I came across a very beautiful view in Nyambohanse. I want you to see it with me. Look guys, look at that beauty. Look at that beauty in Nyambohanse, guys. Are you seeing properly? Yeah, let me show you from this corner. Look at that beauty, guys. Look at that beauty in Nyambohanse. Look how the village looks. Look, do you know why we are always in Nyambohanse, guys? It's because it's a beautiful place to showcase. Actually, this is in Africa. For those people that have never been in Africa, this is in Kenya, in a village called Nyambohanse. And why we go there because of I Am Marwa, who is a YouTuber from there and has actually become a very important person in the YouTube world in Nyambohanse. He has inspired so many youth to do YouTube, and this is his village. This is his village. Look at the way it is beautiful, guys. It is in the border between Kenya and Tanzania. That is where it is. And there, I'm coming across very many people, many people of interest. But before I go to the people, look at the terrain. Gosh, it's beautiful. You know, those flat landscapes that are very good for farming. You can cultivate with a tractor because a tractor will be able to get in. You know, with the slopey terrain, it's very hard to cultivate the farms. But look at this place. Very flat, very green and very rainy. So in that place, I came across Lennox. I came across you there in Nyambohanse. Lennox is a guy who went to look for Marwa when he wanted to boost his YouTube channel. You know, I Am Marwa is helping people with masterclass and other ideas also besides to boost or to revive the dying, let me call them the dying YouTube channels. You go and meet Marwa and your channel will never be the same again because it will be revived. You'll get subscribers. You pay for a masterclass and you'll never believe what will happen to you because things change abruptly, you know, abruptly. And you become very happy because you get subscribers or the Marwa team subscribe to you. You know, Marwa team is very loyal. They don't subscribe until they are told by Marwa. It is only Marwa who can tell them to go and subscribe to you. So, once you go and meet Marwa, you will be able to get subscribers in your YouTube channel. Once you pay for the masterclass, you'll be able to get subscribers also. And that is what is happening in Nyambohanse. That is why so many people are flocking there, but at the moment it is closed. Don't go. As I said in the other videos, don't go to Nyambohanse. It is closed. Right now, you can only pay for a masterclass, and then Marwa will show you what to do. So that is what is happening at the moment. So over there, I met a guy called Lennox Jr. who came over there to meet Marwa over issues YouTube. And guys, let me tell you, have you ever seen somebody who is very likable, who is very sharp, who, what can I say? Everything is good about Lennox because he's a good student. He also has the favor of God because Marwa, though he had limited time, he agreed to show him up over in the to show him the class. You know, he agreed to meet him, though he had closed and said that he's not meeting anybody. So Lennox Jr. was lucky to meet Marwa. But guys, this guy grew within a day. within a day, within 2 days, he had already reached the threshold for monetization. And guys, I want to talk about that because it takes the hand of God. I think God's favor was upon Lennox. Would you leave Nyabohanse if it were you who went there and within 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, you are monetized? Would you live there? Having lived and survived in Nairobi or wherever he was, and under circumstances that were very, very hard. And here you go, you meet somebody like Marwa. You get to do a collabo with him. Marwa requests his people to subscribe to your channel, and the next thing you see is that you have your YouTube channel monetized. Guys, would you leave that area? Now, what is happening is that everybody who goes to Nyabohanse never comes back within the first week. You'll always stick around. Why you stick around is because, oh my God, you can either get a job there like Amin Hawi and Paris. And when you get a job, you are likely to, if you don't get a job, obviously you are likely to be given a shout out by Marwa, and your YouTube channel will never be the same again. Other than that, you are likely to also enjoy. That is Lennox, by the way. Let me show you the face of Lennox. That's the farmer he's with. Let's listen to the voice of Lennox for a moment. He's interviewing somebody in the farm.
So hii mbolea unatoa wapi? Pale kwa mbolea unatoa pale kwa machinjio na tunainunua na chukua kuku nauza nikawa watu. So apparently you have to pay for the fertilizer. So this is a natural fertilizer.
That is Lennox, guys. He's a guy who was monetized within a week.
You have to pay to get to plant, because it's the planting season, because they're experiencing in this village high rainfalls at the moment. That's why if you look at the crops, they're a little bit destroyed. So he's trying to explain to me how he gets his fertilizer to plant, on a daily basis. Like now, the farm is so big.
Look at that farm, guys. That is Africa. That is how our farms are. They are like that. They are like that. So guys, Lennox is a guy that had the favor of God. Even when going to Nyabohanse, he had the favor of God. I can tell you for sure, because he went and met Marwa, and Marwa gave him a shout out. He was able to connect with Amin Hawi, who was a very important icon in his channel. And on connecting with Amin Hawi, he was able to be in the village easily. You cannot go to a place and stick if you don't meet people that welcome you. Minhawi and Paris, Mumo, and everybody else in the compound, including Kogra's mom, they welcomed Lennox Jr. And that's why he's able now to take it like a job. He has not come back to Nairobi because he's still there. We can see him now going around the village. He's able to enter into the village and interview people there who are doing their work in their farms, and also create content. With content, you have to create. You have to go out there. And this is what is happening with him, guys. I see him in the farms. I see him out there interviewing people. I see him interacting with Minhawi and company. I see him with Marwa many times. I see him in the village. And I want to say something about Lennox. There's a scripture that says that the steps of the righteous are ordered by the Lord. I think your steps, Lennox, they were ordered by the Lord into going to Nyabohanse. Because although I don't want to say that there's anybody who has ever gone to Nyabohanse and come home the way they used to be. You went to Nyabohanse and you came, you have not even come back, but you're already a different person. Even your family will start enjoying, because once YouTube monetizes you, that is money, and it is on every 21st day of the month. So I don't know what you would go back to hustle in Nairobi for. You can just do your content in the village of Nyabohanse, and after many months, maybe you can think of coming back to Nairobi. I don't know if you had carried some clothing, but clothing you can buy. If it were me, I would rather even buy the clothing than go and tarmac in the streets of Nairobi again, not having something to do. So I want to say that the scripture ordered you. The scripture that says the steps of the righteous are ordered by the Lord. I think you are righteous, and I think God ordered your steps. And I think this is something that you cannot take for granted, Lennox. Your channel, you are one amongst many that have that have found the favor of God in Nyabohanse. And I want to say that when these things happen to you, you don't just take them for granted. You understand it is God. And I know he's very... Let's hear what he's saying. Let's hear what he's saying now that he's through with the interview. Yeah,
I don't know this place quite well, but I'm trying to explore it on my own, and also, with some YouTubers, some villagers, and just meeting them, asking them some questions about, just interacting with the villagers, just trying to interact with them, but the moment they see me, they see Marwa's guest, and you've heard from him, his explanation, his narration is, Marwa is a breath of fresh air here. Let's walk around. Maybe we'll get more, clauses or more sentiments from these guys. What is it?
You see? You see? Even the courage to talk to villagers, villagers in a village that he has never been to. He's just walking around and creating content. And I want to say that he has the favor. He has the favor of God. Because rarely do you go to places that you are new and you get to connect the way he has connected. I tell you guys, this is a person to watch out to. This is a person to watch out to, because he's going places. His YouTube channel is going to go places. And when I look at him, and I imagine those people that I hear at 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers like Marwa, I just reflect on where they started, and I say, oh my God, there's nothing that comes easy. But it only takes dedication. I think it is dedication, because going to an unfamiliar village in the upper parts of Kenya, near the border of Kenya and Tanzania, having come from the city of Nairobi, and you go there and cope and live there like it is your home, and you start doing content there, and you start meeting people like Marwa, whom you have never met, and even, by the way, the faith of even entering the bus to go there, when you have never, ever, ever been to that area. You take a bus to an unknown destination, to a place where you're going to meet somebody whom you don't know whether he's going to agree to speak to you and even give you what you want. You go and explain yourself, and you buy a sheep in the local market before you even enter the home of the person you are going to see. Do you know this is what happened to Lennox? For those people that do not know Lennox traveled overnight from Nairobi, got to Marwa's village, which is called Nyabohanse, in the morning. And because he wanted to see Marwa, and you cannot just visit somebody's home with nothing, at least you do some shopping. He went there to the local market. I don't know how he found out the local market. It was not a market day, so the sheep that he bought was very, very expensive. I think he bought one at 8,500 shillings, which would have cost 6,000 shillings if it were any other normal day. And he went visiting Marwa with a sheep, not knowing whether Marwa is going to kick him out or not. And he had that faith, the faith that moves a mountain. And surely it moved his mountain, because he was able to meet Marwa, and he did not even have 1,000 subscribers. Were they 400? I think he had 400 subscribers. Today, this guy is swimming in nearing 5,000 subscribers or more. I've not even checked his number today. I'll check. He could be going to 6,000 or 7,000 subscribers within a few days. And now this is what we call dedication, and this is what we call faith, and this is what we call favor. Favor of God. This is what we see. But you do see him now interacting with villagers like he was born there, interviewing them. Not knowing whether... You don't know you can approach somebody and they refuse to speak to you. But he's approaching people, and It's not easy, guys. You know, approaching somebody to just speak to somebody that you have not known. It is not easy, but that is what he's doing. He's talking to a guy whom he met, talking about the rains that destroyed the harvest. I mean, the crops in the field. Crops in the field. It's not the harvest because of the rains.
I need tobacco. You're growing tobacco here. So he's explaining to me how, you know, the rains, heavy rains have really affected them in this area. Because in Kenya currently we're experiencing an El Nino rainfall. So it's really destroyed so many farms. And it's from the farm, right?
Yes.
And he's headed to the farm.
Yeah.
Okay. So sawa, thanks Maze. Mimi naitwa Lennox.
Okay. Sawa.
Mimi nataka kutembea hapa chini. Mimi mgeni wa Maro hapa.
Maro huyu.
Friend. Unamjua?
Si, hiyo ni base yangu mdogo ndio sahi. Anamjua vizuri sana. Ni base yangu.
Sawa sawa.
Wacha nicheki mtu ndio niteremke tena niingie kufanya huyu mtaro hizo.
The beautiful thing about everything is, you know, however much it rains, the following day the sun will still be up. People will still be busy in their farms, you know, and he's really complaining that this time round, he sees that there's not going to be a lot of harvest the way they normally harvest every year. See, the maize have been destroyed.
Oh, the rains. Too much rains. People who think that Africa we don't have rains, as Marwa keeps saying. Look and see. Rains, rains, rains. Rains more than we can contain. They are destroying even the crops. That is what is happening in Nyabuhanse, the I Am Marwa village. And that is Lennox walking around, talking to farmers that he fights in their farms. And who else does that? Who does that? You know, guys, some of these things, hey, who does that? Sometimes it's very hard to approach somebody. And the determination he has in making content is what is interesting. It is very encouraging.
I see you guys have experienced a lot of losses.
He has found another one.
Yes.
Have destroyed your crops.
Yes.
So are you expecting to get any harvest this time?
It will be, but very little.
Very little.
Yes. And these rainstorms have spoiled it.
Rains have spoiled
You
everything.
still come to the farm anyway. You still come to the farm.
Why not? That is where they this is what can they do?
Walking, making a big little. Yes.
Okay, I'm also walking around, still checking the village, still getting to know the village.
Very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Connecting with people as he walks. And I cannot stop saying that this is not easy, guys. For those that think that it is easy, try talking to a stranger who is minding his own business, disrupting him and thinking that he can give you his own 1 minute to speak to you, and you find that it is not easy. Yet, again, you have entered his premises or his shamba, his farm, and you start talking to him. Not many people, others can even kick you out. But you see, this is a guy who's waking up to go out there and do everything that he can to try and grow himself and grow his channel. And I want you people to subscribe to Lennox Jr.'s channel. He's a very aggressive guy, positive vibes. We are fighting with him. And we know that his channel needs to be one of those channels that will one time sit in future and watch and say, hey, I saw this guy when he was starting. And it is good because he's going to be a motivational factor to those that will be starting then. And they'll say, if Lennox started and he's gone this far, I also can go someplace. I also can start and succeed. So let us also subscribe to his channel for those that are not Marwa team. As for us, Marwa team, we have already subscribed to Lennox. Marwa. We are Marwa team. And I also want to request the Marwa team to also subscribe to my channel, which is Never Age TV. Never Age TV. Subscribe, and it's not only Marwa team. Everybody who is watching me, who has clicked to this channel today, please subscribe to this channel, Never Age TV.
Mama's place.
Oh, he has ended up at Mama Ann's place.
And the rains, the storms actually devastated the farms.
He has a very calm voice.
Past Mama Ann's house, because it's opposite Mara's place. So I decided to branch by. She invited me to come and say hello to her. And she's very famous on YouTube.
Mama Ann.
Asante sana.
Mama Ann. Hey, Mama Ann. Hey.
Mama, habari gani?
Oh, she's so welcoming. She's so welcoming. Praying. She's already praying. And Lennox has removed his hat. Amen.
Asante sana mama. Leo nimekuja kukutembelea.
Oh my God.
Kwa TV.
Look at Mama Ann's place. For those that do not know, Mama Ann is a lady whose Marwa, whose house was constructed by Marwa
She's
within a record 10 days.
with on YouTube actually. So I was passing by, she invited me to come and say hello. I've never met her. Today is the first time actually I'm meeting her, and she's actually very happy to just bring people
Very
to come and say
welcoming,
hello.
Mama.
So mama, asante. Mimi natoka Kisumu na Lennox.
Oh, Lennox comes from Kisumu, not Nairobi. You hear she's talking about how clean-hearted Marwa is.
Telling me
Uh-huh.
guys come around like all the time, and Maru actually has a very soft heart, like welcoming people.
Did you hear that?
and welcoming guests. Ah,
Oh, this person even sleeps at Mama Ann's house.
wacha nikunywe maji. So you can see how
Welcoming.
Peke chakula. Na wewe unaitwa nani? Ibra. So you
Ibra.
can see how Mama Ann is very happy actually to receive guests. She's telling me there's a guest, Marwa's guest, who came around at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And she's hosting her. She's been hosting her because now visitors are guests from God. That is what she's telling me.
Wow.
And actually, she's running to get him some water. You know, it's an African thing. When you go to an African homestay,
You have to be welcome.
you have to drink something.
Even if it's a glass of water.
So,
They have already prayed for that. Is it a cup of tea or water? Oh, this is the house that Marwa built for her. This is Mama Ann, for those people who do not know. Oh, oh.
Unaona pale mahindi imepandwa, ndio nilikuwa naishi baba. Mvua ikinyesha maji inajaa kwa nyumba. Kabisa tunaamka usiku tunakaa. Mungu huyu ni mzuri baba.
Wow. She's giving testimony about the goodness of God.
So, guys, probably you've heard Mama Ann's story. She's the lady that Marwa built
A house for.
and relocated her to a new land and built a new home. So she's telling me how she used to get frustrated when she used to be in the previous house before she relocated here. So the way it used to rain and everything, and now she's very grateful to Marwa. That is what
That is Marwa
she's
for
trying
you.
to tell me here. Yeah. So umesema Marwa amekutoa mbali.
Baba, Mungu ndiye anajua sehemu mara amenitoa.
Oh my God.
Hata wewe ungekuja isiyoyawezekana. Mimi kupitia kwangu ukweli kabisa hakuna linalowezekana kwa Mungu.
Everything is possible with God. That is what she's saying. Because Marwa removed her from a pit of poverty.
Asante baba yangu. Asante sana. Mimi nashukuru sana.
Oh, that's a cup of tea.
Baraka baba.
Nilikuwa nikikuona tu. Nashindwa hapa ni wapi, but karibu na
Lennox is introducing himself to Mama Ann.
Asante baba yangu. Karibu sana.
And Mama Ann has got that good heart of welcoming guests. Imagine a guest just comes into your home, enters and sits down, and there you are already offering her a cup of tea. And, even your time to sit down with him. But let me tell you, once you go to Nyabohansa and mention the name Marwa, Marwa has been great, has done great things in Nyabohansa. So the people he has helped, if you say that you are coming to assist, to visit Marwa, you'll be welcomed by every person in that village because Marwa has astonished everybody. Marwa has, everybody is amazed by the goodness of God that Marwa has shown to the people in the locality.
she's really grateful for Marwa, for what Marwa, where Marwa got her from, and the new house, the lights are on, she's really grateful.
She even has power,
She's
electricity.
really happy. Mama, sasa mimi nilikuwa nikutembelea tu kidogo, hata sikujua hapa ni kwako, ili niende kwa Marwa nataka.
So he has left now Mama Ann's home and now he's heading to Marwa's home. And as he goes, you can imagine the kind of content he's creating.
Understand Korea. But they're quarreling. I cannot even talk to them.
Did he find people that were quarreling?
You can tell when someone is quarreling.
Oh, somebody is quarreling another person.
But you just know they're quarreling.
So I like the way he's walking up and about and creating content, talking to people. And this is a guy that, let me tell you, this is a gem to look out for because we know people like this, how they end up. This is the same thing that happened to Marwa when he went out of the country, when he went to where he started his YouTube channel. I keep forgetting the name of that place, but I'll let you know. And that is how he started. He could go talk to people even on the streets, interview them, and that is Villa Melegin. That is Marwa's villa. It is called Villa Melegin. That one, the white one. That is Villa Melegin. For those that are coming to Africa for the party, that is the villa you are going to visit. And these are the bananas that you'll eat when you get there. Because in Kisii, we have got bananas. This is Kuria. And this is a very fertile land. That is where you'll come and visit. You will eat all the local foods here when you come in November. And guys, hey, the river will always flow. It has yielded a lot of sand for the construction of Marwa's perimeter wall. And because the house is already, I think, yeah. They may be using the sand for the tiles, because they are still harvesting the sand from the river. And we have seen that. The river yields a lot of sand, and you can see how fertile the land is. But there was very heavy rains just the other day. You can even see how it washed away the banks of the river. And everybody is talking about the rains in Nyabohansa because they ended up destroying crop in the farms. And it's still continuing to rain because in Africa, in Kenya, we are experiencing El Nino rains at the moment. So you can see people harvesting sand from the river. This is how they do it, guys. This is how they do it, harvesting sand from the river. There are those people that are already in water, and there are those that are already carrying it up the banks with the bucket. It's a very hard job, but they get a lot of money because this sand is free from the river. And if you harvest, you are able to sell yours to the people that are constructing. And that's why you see buildings are coming up in Nyabohansa. We saw a building coming up in Nyabohansa. Again, it's Nasto. Nasto has started constructing his building. And guys, let me tell you, all these are, hey, all these are, should I call them Marwa sons? Marwa sons, YouTube sons, because they are the ones that were birthed by Marwa. It's Nasto, I am Mayugno, Majakei, and all those people. They all were shown YouTube by Marwa. So this is how they harvest the sand from the river, that way. Oh my God, it's not easy. These young boys have to work. You see how people work in Africa to make a living. You see, there is one who is up there and now picking the sand that has been thrown up there to go and make sure that that is Lennox. I think he's trying to explain what these guys are doing. Let's listen in and hear what he's saying.
That's why there's a lot of sand. So guys are busy in the river harvesting a lot of sand from the river. Let me just show.
They're harvesting sand from the river. That's Lennox talking.
This sand is being harvested direct from the river. And there was quite an erosion because of the heavy downpours. There was a big downpour yesterday. That's why there's a lot of erosion and there's a lot of sand. Everything is in this village. I saw there is tobacco here.
Yes, they plant tobacco. All the
Maize is here. Onions are here.
oranges, they are there, avocado.
Oranges are also here.
Yes, people plant oranges, but in small scale.
Ah.
You have all the stuff. So, if you're watching this, it's Pablo Jr. here, the village boy. I also have a channel, you can go check me as Pablo Junior JNR.
Oh, Pablo_Junior.
But today I changed the position.
Why did you change?
Just
Why did you change?
I changed because here there is a lot of big cows right now there.
Is it because of the rain?
Yes, I also signed it there. And also because of the rain, I changed.
Oh, that's why you decided to change because here now they pay you.
Yes, of course.
Nice.
That's now we're trying to pass.
You see, they don't just sit and wait for YouTube to pay them. Even the YouTubers there, when they get some work to do, they go and do it to look for money. So these are very active young men that are in Nyambohanse. So guys, I want to tell you that this is Africa for you, where every person is busy trying to make a living, and it is a very good thing. And I want to ask you guys to also subscribe to all this Marwa team. Subscribe to Lennox Jr. Subscribe to this other guy who has just said his name there. Subscribe to all these young men. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This is Never Age TV, guys. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.